At the home of champions Caesars Palace in Las Vegas, it's the National Heads Up Poker Championship. For updated brackets, player interviews and profiles, photos, and more, log on to NBCHeadsUp.com and get all your official Heads Up merchandise at the only place on the web where you can play Heads Up Poker for free, NBCHeadsUp.com. Back inside to Howard Lederer and Mike Mizrachi, where Mizrachi has maintained almost a match-long chip advantage over the Professor. King Jack offsuit for Mizrachi. Raises to 2,000. Suited ace-5 for Professor Lederer.
Howard has been aggressive throughout this match, and he continues his aggressiveness. He raises to $6,500, $4,500 raise. Not an easy call with a King-Jack offsuit in this position. If Mike loses this hand, even on the flop, make their chip count about even, but he calls.
So the flop. 6-4 king, and both players get a piece of this.
Well, Mike's got kings, but Howard's got the nut flush straw. Howard's got a big decision here.
All in.
And he goes all in.
Makes it quickly, goes all in.
Howard Lederer announces all in.
Is a great play because he could win the pot if Mike throws his hand away, and even if Mike calls, he's about even money.
Mike does call.
Great call also from Mike Mizrachi.
Michael shows King Jack, pair of kings.
I knew it was ace-5. I knew it was ace suited diamonds. That's what I thought.
Both players have played this hand excellently. It's too bad somebody has to lose.
Turns a deuce of clubs.
Howard's going to need help on this last card or he's out of this match. He could also win with a 3 here. Needs an ace, a diamond, or a 3.
And he gets none of it. An ace of hearts on the river. No help for the Professor. And 25-year-old Mike Mizrachi has grinded his way into the field of 16. To another outer table now where TJ Cloutier leads Phil Lack, whose girlfriend Jennifer Tilley watches from the stands.
Uh-oh, I think Phil's in trouble. Jennifer's checking out TJ. She was looking at him, I saw it.
With a distinct look and Unabomber nickname, Phil Lax is one of the most recognizable names in poker.
That's because you can't see his face too much.
The 2005 World Series, he had a great moment against Johnny Chan going into his whole hooded Rocky motif.
Well, he got excited in this hand. He had king high.
Paul Phillips would take advantage. And in his first round win against Jennifer Tilley, mocked the boyfriend. Of course, in good fun. Everybody had a good laugh earlier in the tournament.
Yeah, but I think Paul's got to go back to the gym, do some more work on that heavy bag.
Meanwhile, as we mentioned, TJ with a lead over Phil Lack here. Lines at 6 and 1,200. TJ with a suited queen 10. He calls. And Lack with a pair of 7s.
Raises to 3,700.
TJ calls.
I've been doing that all day. You finally got a little pocket, queen's pocket.
Phil loves to talk to his opponents. It's a big part of his game.
Flop is deuce 10-5. A pair of 10s for Cloutier now.
TJ takes the lead. Bet 6,000.
And Phil Lack's moving all in.
No kidding. I'm not here to play. I'm here to go home.
You might go home. He might have picked the wrong time to make this move.
And now he goes into his South Park imitation. He's Kenny all of a sudden.
Remember in one of TJ's interviews, he said he doesn't need to look at his opponent's eyes? Well, he can't see him here. TJ's got a big decision to make.
I'm going to give you an overpair, Phil, and throw it away.
Oh, he lays him down. Bold play by Phil Lack.
It's a bold play and a great play because it worked.
I laid top pair down.
And TJ was so sure that he was making the right decision that he showed it, and he's proud of himself. Wait till he sees this. Could have probably won the match.
Cover up.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are back.
Welcome back to the National Heads Up Poker Championship from the home of champions, Caesars Palace, the world-famous resort and casino located in the heart of the Las Vegas Strip. Back at our featured table where Greg Raymer maintains a slight chip lead over Daniel Negreanu. 9-8 offsuit for Raymer.
Used to call that hand Oldsmobile, 98.
And Raymer raises to 2,200. A big hand for Negreanu, suited ace-queen.
And he just calls.
Flop is 4-4 king. Daniel checks.
And it looks like Greg Raymer is going to continue his penchant for trying to pick up hands. He bets 3,200 with 9 high. Daniel calls with ace high.
Turn, pairs kings on the board.
Kings and 4s on the board.
Daniel checks again.
Let's see if Greg takes another shot. Yep, he's going to do it. He bets 4,000.
A quick call from Negreanu.
Daniel's calling here with ace high.
River doesn't change anything, a 3 of diamonds.
Let's see if Greg Raymer fires his 3rd shot.
Negreanu checks, Raymer checks, and Daniel Negreanu is going to pick up the pot.
Good read.
Thanks.
Greg did not bluff on the river because he felt Daniel was going to call him. And I think he's right. Daniel's got a good read on him.
Suited big slick for Daniel here.
6-12, right?
So he raises to 2,600.
He wants to get called here.
Queen 7 offsuit for Raymer.
Tough hand for Greg to call this raise with.
Fires 3,300.
You're right. Daniel really wants some action there.
You know, I can't believe anything you tell me unless you show it.
Well, I mean, you'll have to see that one. I had ace king of spades. Now you know you.
But you know me, I'm a poker player. I don't believe anyone until I see it.
I understand.
Greg was a lawyer, and now
totally
he's a
get
poker player. No wonder he doesn't trust anybody.
Back to Phil Lack on your left and TJ Cloutier. Ace 10 for Cloutier, who has a slight chip lead here. He calls.
Surprised he didn't raise. TJ loves ace 10. Wow, look at this. Phil Lack's got ace 10 also.
And Lack raises. Now you'll notice the Card Player Magazine percentages only add up to 4, and that's because barring a fold, there is a 96% chance that this hand will end in a tie.
And TJ's going to re-raise with his favorite hand, 11,000 more, and Phil Lack throws his ace 10 away. Decision to TJ.
Back to Doyle Brunson and Sean Chacon, where Brunson has a roughly 50,000 to 30,000 chip advantage. Ace Queen for Chacon. He raises to 4,000. Queen 10 for Brunson.
Doyle's going to call. Wants to see this flop. Chance to knock out Shiki. Gets a good flop.
Flop is Queen 4-8.
Bad flop for Doyle. Both of them have flopped queens. Sean's got the ace kicker.
8,000.
Doyle checks and Chacon bets 8,000.
I don't think Doyle can just call here. Doyle's got to make a decision. He's either got to go all in, hope he's got the best hand, or can draw out, or just throw his hand away.
Well, I'm all in.
He makes his decision, and Shiki quickly calls.
I got the shakes, Doyle. I'm just kidding.
All right, Sean.
Sean's got the shakes, but he's got way the best of it in this hand.
Ace, queen, ace of clubs, queen of diamonds.
Looks like he's going to double up unless Doyle can catch a 10 on the turn of the river. If he does, he'll eliminate Sean.
Took a long one.
Here we go. We're ready to take the ace kicker. Queen 8-4 on board, rainbow.
He's got the ledger on the ropes.